Okay, this just blew my mind today, and it's a reminder of why the people I work with are so much smarter than I am. I want to share this with you not because it's my original, good job, Mr. Moyer, but because it blew my mind and it really made me think today. And anytime I do that, I have to share it. So here we go. When a student says, just tell me how to do it, as we're trying to lead them to the path, as we're trying to give them an appropriate amount of frustration, they say, just tell me how to do the problem. Because what they're telling you is, I don't care about what your goals are for me. I don't care about the process of learning. And there might be a number of reasons why they're not caring that day. But what they're really saying is, I'm not interested in learning. I just want to get to the goal. So this is the analogy that my co-teacher and colleague came up with, and it blew my mind. If the class is a map, and the student is here, and if the stated objective for the day is over here, in this map, the student might get from here all the way to the far side of the map. But this is an entire math world, and it has various elements that need to be accomplished. And so we have all sorts of things to discuss with the students. But if all they do is get from point A to point B, all they have seen of the map is right here. They have seen what is along their path from point A to point B. So when they say, just tell me how to do it, this is all they know. On the other hand, a student that takes the wrong path to begin with may very well end up over here. But eventually, we're going to find that student and we're going to bring them onto the path to join everyone else. But at this point, they've now seen all of this part of the map. If, on the other hand, you have a student that's particularly curious, and that curious student finds their way around to something else before we get to them and find them and bring them back, that means they've seen all of this map. Even more so, that student that goes the wrong way initially and then finds themselves off by going back and going a different way, even though it's still wrong, will have seen by the time they come back to the map all of this part of the map. But here's the thing. We know in education that getting from point A to point B is not the real goal. The entire goal of learning the content of a course is to have all of it. And so when we decide and tell the student, now that you've gotten to here, I need you to go here. Well, the student that only went from here to here now has a very long path to get to where they need to go because they only have this for a point of reference. But the student that went wrong to begin with, quote unquote, already knows how to get there because they already made their way into this area and they understand that part of the map. And all they have to do is go here. And they have arrived. The additional thing is, regardless of whether we do it in this class or regardless of whether it's the next class or the class after that, or when they go to college, we are expected to have a large basis of knowledge. And in a college professor and in a college classroom, this professor may only intend to show you this portion of the route, but you will be expected to understand where the mountains lie to the east or the west or the river that crosses and the village that exists over here and that collaboration. And you're going to have to be able to find your way to all the places on the map. And so this person that said, just tell me how to do it, doesn't understand how to explore versus the person that went wrong in their path knows how to explore a map and can get from where they are to where they need to go regardless of where that is. That blew my mind today, and that's what I thank my colleague Mr. Moyer for today. So I had never seen it, never heard it. It may or may not be original, but I thought it blew my mind. So take that for your education minute.